Hello and welcome back to Disney's Dreamlight Valley. I hope you're all doing very well out there. And today we are starting 2 new quest lines that are going to be happening. Obviously, as you can see, one of them is Tiana is going to arrive in the valley, and along with Jafar in the Rift of Time, we may be getting another character as well for Eternity Isle. So I look forward to that, and if I have enough time I will try and get both started. I'm so excited for both. I don't know which one to go with first. I kind of want to get the Rift in Time one started because it's kind of bringing a close to an end to something. But let's see what happens when the game fully starts up, and because it may well be that it starts off the whole thing straight away anyway. And also the new Star Path starts today. Right, okay, well, right, the current Star Path event is running. Don't delay, start earning rewards today. Expires in 34 days. Oh, it's a bit shorter than it was before. Interesting. Oh, I can make my Remy statue. Right, okay, an apology. Dear Gordon, I've been trying to figure out what was the deal with Skull Rock on Dazzle Beach. It's taken me a little longer than I expected. I'm really sorry. I started to remember some things, so I think that we used to play inside there with somebody I wish I could remember whoever that was. Do you think they might still be stuck inside? I have to figure this out. I'll let you know as soon as I find out more. Yours, Forgotten. Okay. Interesting. So that must be because there's been a lot of complaints by people why there hasn't been anything happen with Forgotten or Skull Rock. Right, a mystery to solve. Dear Gordon, I was being visited by a benefactor. Someone left a small package of precious gems in my library. Little did they know they gave me so much valuable mystery. Please take these gems and blah blah blah. Right, so this is just a gift from... I was just spotted what looks like a cookbook in the Glade of Trust. It has a little big for me to pick up and move around, but if you'll grab it, I bet we can find some interesting recipes in it. Right, so I don't know if that is related to Tiana, but first and foremost, I think maybe we should change into something a little more appropriate before we do anything. So I think we'll just go with the Mickey outfit for now. Right, so just in case you were oh, the lady's house. I don't know. I'm not sure if I... So now this looks like something to do with is it Mulan's costume dress? But okay, I'm not... Trader Sam's shop. Okay. So they offered us a new... Yes, Ariel's Royal Bundle. She gets Seaside Villa, Seaside Royal Bath. It's like very 1920s actually. So I might look at getting that, probably not on Friday. Right, so the Dapper Delights. This is an era that my grandmother loved. Eliminate the forgetting. So anyway, let's not dilly-dally around. Let's get this hat off and then we'll go and speak to... Do you know what? I don't even know what what am I doing? Hats. Right, okay, so we've got to go to Eternity Isle. So I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to go to Eternity Isle. As I say, this has been a tough wasn't because I wanted to do both. If I have time, I'll get them both started. Right, okay. Eternity Isle, the docks. Steamboat Willie. Only Oswald would take it as something funny. Right, okay, let's
When I tell Grimsby about this place.
where is it's back this way. I wouldn't tell him for anything for a minute until we get this place fixed. Right, Merlin, what's the deal?
Oh, hello.
Ah, Gordon, we must stop Jafar's meddling with the spark of imagination. The colour is slowly draining out of everything, and this mysterious rift throughout the isle is a very ill omen. So how do we stop him? That is indeed the question, isn't it? We should start by investigating the strangest phenomena happening on the isle. That is, have you noticed everything odd happening with Mickey? Something's happening with Mickey? I'm afraid so. He appears to be flickering in black and white. It's almost as if Mickey is caught between the present and the past. We must speak to Mickey and investigate this phenomena immediately.
Never forget, your imagination is a powerful magic.
Right, so... apparently it's over this way.
Oh, hey, can you talk, pal? Hiya, pal.
Oh, hiya, pal. I'm afraid I'm not feeling too good. Mickey, you're turning black and white. Yep, and gosh, was that a surprise when I looked in the mirror. There has to be some way to fix this. How did it all start? You know, it was the strangest thing. I just woke up like this. But that's not all. When I flicker, it's not just me flickering, it's the whole island. It's like I'm seeing some other world. And I think I'm starting to get sucked into it. Merlin thinks that you're caught between the past and the present. Huh, I guess that makes sense. But that must mean the other world you're seeing. Could it be the past or somewhere between the now and then? Good question. Do you think you could get all this figured out before I wind up stuck in the black and white world forever?
I will see you real soon.
So where's Merlin? Where is Merlin? Please don't tell me he's in the food shop. Okay, let me go somewhere. Maybe he'll appear then. This is one of the things I've noticed quite a lot, is some of the characters just disappear. And then, you know, it's either you have to go into their home just to reactivate them. I don't know how to go back. Oh look, he's there. So I need to go around this way.
Great to see you.
He won't let me slide.
Oh, hello.
Right, it's just as I feared. The past isn't leaking into the aisle. The aisle is leaking into the past. If we don't stop this soon, I fear more villagers will be affected. Neither shall I. We must thwart Jafar's machinations before he goes any further. Luckily, I believe I found a secret path into the palace. Follow me.
I tip my hat to you, though I prefer not to take it off.
It's probably because you've got a lot of stuff in it. Right. I bet it's going to be the place that everybody has said it might be. Yeah, there you go.
Oh,
Right, Drat, when did this appear? The secret entrance to the palace is an old cellar, door tucked away right here in the lagoon. But now this is a rift in time has blocked the way. Is there another way in? I'm afraid there isn't. I've already investigated teleportations, making it permeable, so you could walk through the walls, disguising you as a statue and offering you to Jafar as a gift. But Jafar has mounted defences against all my plans. It will be tricky, but we must heal this rift in time to proceed. Got it. So how do we do that? I deduce that if the rift across the Yarl are connected to one way or another, and the spark's magic, therefore if we close one of the other rifts, we might be able to weaken this one enough to seal it. How do we close the rifts? Can I use my hourglass? Unfortunately not. For this we need different sort of magic, something that will allow us to tap into the power of the spark itself and turn it back on Jafar. I've done some research and it seems the key to the spark's power is using your imagination. Right, so no problem with it. I'm great at that. Yes, but I fear even for one as imaginative as you, some help might be needed. I suggest we seek help from Oswald. Why Oswald? Well, I've spent some time studying the fellow. He is quite fascinating. You see, before any of us were here in Dreamlight Valley, this place belonged to others. In the same way that the valley now shapes itself around your hopes, your dreams, and your memories. Once upon a time it belonged to someone else, and Oswald was very special to them. I'm sure there are stories you cherish that were passed down from a trusted loved one. Well, Oswald is a bit like the stories passed down. So how does this help us now? Well, Oswald surely must have wisdom from seeing the ways that Dreamlight Valley and the Isle have changed. And if not, then perhaps you can give you a lesson in utilising your ingenuity. Regardless, the things they do just seem to have a way of working out when Oswald is around, don't they? Got it. I'll go get help from Oswald. Yes, and hurry, Gordon. Seek help from Oswald so you can close the rifts and get us into the palace.
Never forget your imagination.
Right, and I'm guessing Oswald's done a disappearing. Oh no, he's down on the docks. Oh, there he is.
Here's a lucky break.
Oswald, I've got a funny question for you. Don't you worry, chum. I'm used to funny business. Bring it on me, and I'll tell you what's what. You've probably noticed things around the aisle are turning black and white, including my friend Mickey. Merlin told me we need to use our imagination to close the time rifts. Oh ho ho. Have you come to the right rabbit? See, I've been doing some experiments of my own, you know, tossing a few things into these time rifty thingamies to see what happens. Did you discover anything? You betcha I did. Mostly nothing happened when I threw stuff in the rifts. But then I threw something funny on a napkin and tossed that in there. After that, all I had to do was think about the rift closing, and bam, it zipped right up. That's it. So all we have to do is make something using our imaginations and toss it into the rifts. Seems like it, except when I tried again, I got bumpkus. I think each rift's got to be closed by a different Joe's imagination. So my guess this is where we get our friends together. Got any tips on my imagination? Absolutely positively. Maximizing your imagination is all about using what you've got, but in a funny kinds of ways. You know, like looking at stuff and asking what else it could be instead of, is a hat only a hat, or is it also a giant soup bowl? What leaks real slowly? Say, maybe you could try asking Rapunzel, Gaston, Eve, and that Mickey fella you mentioned. Sounds like Mickey's in heaps of trouble, so I bet he'd love to help. That Rapunzel has great imagination. Gaston, well, since he imagines he's such a swell guy, he could probably imagine just about anything. And so far as the clanking contraption, Eve, gee, I'd sure like to find out what she'd imagine if she puts her gears to it. Great idea. Guess I'll talk to Mickey, Eve, Gaston, and Rapunzel.
Remember, I ain't no chump.
Right, so who's near? Well, Gaston's ironically the nearest. Gordon, I'm not convinced the way you're running this island is the best. I've made a list of all of the ways we can improve things here. Let's hear it. First, I don't like how things turn in black and white. I suggest we stop all that. Next, the Tony Owl needs more statues of me, one in Ancient's Landing, one in Glittering Dunes, and one in the Wild Tangle. Anything else? Yes. Thirdly, the names of the things around the isle need to change. I was thinking of Gaston's Landing, Gastonian Dunes, and a Tangle Gaston. Fourthly, Eternity Isle, please. Everything should be calling the place Gaston, or maybe Gaston's Eternity Isle. Is that your whole list? Hardly. Let me see. More sidekicks for me, daily performances to celebrate my feats, some sort of contraption to funnel eggs directly to my mouth, even faster. Ooh, Bells loves admiration given only to me. That would improve things quite a bit if you can manage it. Why don't you circle back to all that once we fix the more impressing issues around the isle together? Alright, fine. What do you need? These black and white rifts, everything around Eternity Isle. I need your help to fix them. How convenient. I have a very pesky one just opened up in my camp. Follow me, I'll show you. Oh.
Move along. I'm done with you now.
Oh.
All right, you can go.
Directive?
I'll come and speak to you in a minute, Eve. Right. Right, do you see this? This thing? The blocking my entire camp? It's pretty annoying, but I know just how we can fix it. We need to use our imaginations together and make something to throw inside of it. Imagination? Huh. Who needs imagination when you have strength, courage, cunning? Gaston, are you scared of your imagination? Scared? Me? Of course not. Well, alright, I'm not scared, but it is something I've never really done before. That sort of thing is more for Belle or her father, Maurice. You know, odd people. Well, if it's something you've never done before, maybe you need an imagination coach. But who would be capable of coaching me? I think I've got just the lucky rabbit we need. I'll go ask Oswald.
You're leaving? How odd.
I hope this isn't going to be a lot of running backwards and forward to Oswald.
I wonder who the ruler of this valley is. Where they are.
How do
Oswald, I need your help. There's a villager who's having trouble tapping into his imagination. No problemo. Tell me who it is, and I'll have him imagine him floating ponies, eating ice cream in no time. It's Gaston. No way. Nuh-uh. Ain't helping that palooka. He's hopeless. I was talking to him just the other day, and he started yamming on about hunting me and turning me into a stew. Oh, Gaston, you bet your magic fishing pole he did. Let me give you a piece of advice. That Gaston's got an ego even bigger than his biceps. You want to inspire him to be creative? Take him someplace and show him something to remind him of his own heroism. That ought to do it. Not a bad idea, thanks Oswald. We'll go back and talk to Gaston. And don't worry about the hunting thing. I'll make sure he never happens.
There's some mean old birds around here.
Right, okay. He's in. Oh. Right, well, what did that irritating rabbit say? He said you threatened to turn him into stew. Threatened? Ha! I was merely speculating on how easy it would be to hunt and whether it would be worth it. In the end, I decided it would be much stringy to make a satisfying stew. Let's just be clear. No hunting anyone. Got it? Fine, but won't stop me from target practice. I have to stay sharp. Target practicing is okay, but forget about that for now. What's important is Oswald suggested we go to a little island tour. An island tour? That's right, Gaston. We need to stir up your emotions, get you thinking on some of your past heroic deeds. Well, there is a place where I can first shipwrecked here on Eternity. Oh, that was an exceedingly heroic moment. It's perfect then. Lead the way.
Move along. I'm done with you now.
Anything is, I've removed the ship. Is this gonna work? This is it. When I was shipwrecked on the isle, the wave carried us all the way here into the desert. Okay, Gaston, think about the moment. Remember the salty sea air, the waves crashing against the hull. How did you feel? How did I feel? Hungry, I suppose? This is a hopeless... Maybe there's somewhere else I can bring you. Perhaps if you could see the whole area and imagine how it looked from above, that might spark something. Great idea. Let's try something. Find somewhere like that.
You're leaving? How odd.
Ah, this is very much better vantage point. Why, from here, the ship must have looked as tiny as one of those ships in a bottle. Wait a moment. A ship in a bottle? That would be something imaginative. Where I came from, great sea captains would have woodworkers make a ship in a bottle to remember their most illustrious expeditions. We must make something like that. Wow, Gaston, I'm impressed. That's some good imagining. You start figuring out what the boat should look like, I'll gather some materials.
All right, you can go.
Right, let me just... softwood and glass. So I've got to go all the way to the other valley to get softwood and glass. Although I'll probably... Oh, actually, no, I should be able to get... Because, what's his name had glass on his stall today. I mean, not that it matters, because I think I can make it anyway. I've got loads of softwood. So 6, so I need 14. Strywoods. Oh. Why am I doing that when it's actually showing it? Right. And 8 glass. Right, oh, he actually stayed with me. Right, Gordon, this is just a bunch of wood and glass. I'm not very impressed by your making a ship in a bottle skills. That's just the materials. You have to make it yourself, Gaston. Come on, let's get to it. If I must. There. What do you think? Well, I didn't exactly say I saw it properly, but at the end of the day, let's just be nice to him. Of course it is. That's the first thing I've ever imagined, and it came out perfectly. Let's go. Now we've got to just toss it into the rift. Right, so let's go back to the Eternity Isle and the plains. This is one of the reasons why I'm beginning to think that I should maybe move all my materials back into the house, because it's so much easier to get from there. I've now got to obviously wait for him to probably catch up. Yeah. While I do that, let's just have to do a lot of clearing out, I think. Right, oh, he's here. Right, okay then. It's so beautiful, almost a shame to toss it in there. But I suppose I can always make another. The rift shrank away to nothing. All thanks to my glorious imagination. Right, I believe Eve was closest. Oh, Rapunzel's on her way down. Why won't it let me slide? I don't know what they've done in this update, but it's not letting me slide. Right, hopefully I should have less problem. Oh, let's talk to Mickey first. Right, I keep going to that funny black and white place for longer and longer. It's starting to scare me. Don't worry, Mickey. I think we know how to fix all this, but I'm going to need your help. Whatever you need, Gordon, just tell me. We'll need to use our imaginations to close up some of the rifts around the aisle. Really? Well, I just saw a rift open up. That's perfect. Why don't you show me where it is? You got it. Follow me.
So long for now.
Seems funny seeing him change into Steamboat Willie.
It's so warm. Oh, maybe I'll take a nap today.
Maybe while he's doing that I can highlight his quest. Hopefully it won't take that long. Right, okay.
Hey there.
Well, there it is. One giant time rift, and like you asked, how are we supposed to close it? Merlin said we need to use the power of our imaginations. Sounds like you and I will have to make something creative and toss it inside. But what should we make? Gosh, that's a good question. Tummy rumble. I guess I forgot to eat breakfast. I should really go and get a hot dog right about now. Say, cooking is pretty creative, right? Why don't we make some hot dogs and toss them in? No, wait. If it's all about imagination, then we need to think bigger. Why don't we make a whole hot dog cart? I'll start drawing up some plans. Could you go get the materials we'll need? Sounds good to me, but what should we make it of? I'm sure there's some stuff right here on the aisle. You're right. Maybe we'll start with the brass and the bronze ingots.
See ya real soon.
Are they telling me I've got some of this already? Gold ingot. So I've got to make 4 of each. Oh, they've changed it. Oh, okay. So you've got to use L1 now to do it. Oh, okay. I'll be with you in a minute, Rapunzel. Right, now just craft the hot dog. Hope we get to keep these things at the end. Or at least get to, you know, keep the designs of them. Alright, so this looks great. There's only one thing missing. The hot dogs. Alright. Lucky for us, I've got a pretty good recipe for it. Oh, and hey, when I bought that funny black and white world, I found the Neato hat sauce you can use. I'll get cooking. Right, so cook 2 hot dogs. Do you know what? Let's just go into Remy's. Oh, he says as it goes straight into Scrooge. Sorry, Mickey. wrong place. So we're supposed to make... Oh, okay. He gave me 2 and I... There we go, Mickey. Right, I'll add them to the hot dog carts. Ta-da! Only one thing left to do. Let's meet at the Rift.
Thanks, pal.
I love the way it just run out. Alright, so that's interesting to note. To sprint now, you use L1. Well, it looks much brighter than it did before. What was I say, is he coming? I thought it would be, considering he shot out so quick.
Hi.
Right, well, here we are. What do we do now? We have to toss the hot dog cart into the rift. Gosh, really, after all we did to make it? Sacrifices must be made. Well, pal, if it'll help save eternity, I'll do it. As soon as I tossed in the hot dog cart into the rift, disappeared. Hot dog. It worked.
I wonder what Goofy's up to.
Right, okay. Right, Eve's just over here.
I'm so grateful.
Frantic digital beeps. Directive. Wally. Are you okay, Eve? I kind of need your help with something, but if something's wrong, why don't we fix that first? Directive. You're pointing towards the ancient ruins at the docks. Do you want me to meet you there? Eve, is that what you're trying to tell me? Affirmative. Digital beeps. Well, okay, Eve, I'll meet you there. Alright, so... Is it the bit that's down here? Go inside the ancient ruins and oh, where I first met Eve. Well, this is not the right place. Oh, there. Oh. I said inside the ancient ruins, not the beach area. It's hard to believe that I cleaned this all up the other day. Right, well, why don't you go there? Are we talking about the ancient ruins of... Talking about this ancient ruins? Yes, we are. Okay. Oh.
Directive?
Right. Oh, so this is what you wanted to show me. Yep. This sure is the time rift. I need your help closing it, Eve. Think you can use your imagination? Huh? Sorry. Not feeling too imaginative, huh? Well, what if we ask for some help? Wally seems to be quite the imagination. Wally. I don't understand why it does that. Right, okay, so where is Wally? Planes. Oh. Say, Wally, even I need some help. We need to make something with our imagination, but he's not feeling very imaginative. Ooh. Okay. What's this? An old film projector? Wally, that's a great idea. We could make a movie. I'll go back to Eve and see what she wants to make a movie about. Woohoo! See this, Eve? Ooh, Wally had a great idea. We can make a movie. I can take some pictures of you and Wally around the aisle to make a film reel to project with this. Then we can watch it together. Woohoo! Happy digital beeps. Who says robots can't use their imagination? Right. Right, let's do it, because I'm pretty close to there. Let's do theirs first. Okay. Now we've got to do the same in his house. And then the rooms. Right, let's... I know there's been a lot of people asking about bringing the characters in from this. Right, okay, so where are they? Okay, there they are. It's quite a good picture, actually. Right. So I need to make 3 mechanical parts now.
And I'm not even breaking a sweat.
Alright, hopefully I've got enough. No, I need to make 3 brass ingots and 3 bronze ingots. Right, now I've got to go and start smashing up some, what is it I need to make? So it's, zinc, wasn't it? Oh no, I need... What is it I need? No, maybe it is here. Right, let's go to grasslands first. I wish I kind of right, because the thing is, I know that you can only, I think, get zinc from here. Right, 2 zinc. I know I'm going to need to get more than that, so. Oh, got quite a bit there. 6. Let's do it. Maybe it's because they know I need it that they're actually, because normally it takes a while to get it. Right, okay, I think I should have enough. Just gotta make 2 more, I think, and there we go. Right, craft the right, here we go. Okay, all that's left to do is for you to toss the projector in the film reel into the rift. Directive, let's go. It's a shame it's because it's something that, you know, would be nice to keep for them. There we go. Okay. Directive. Toss the projector into the rift. Time rift. Huh? See that, Eve? It worked. The time rift closed. You really do have a great imagination. Woohoo! Right, okay, so now it's just Rapunzel. Oh. We might want to just still talk to her then. Right, so hopefully Rapunzel should be the easy one. I should probably have done her first actually, because she's supposed to have the best imagination of the 4 of them.
My neighbors are on the level.
Right, Gordon, I'm so glad you're here. There's something I need to show you. I was exploring the aisle when this huge jagged rift opened up right in front of me. That's funny, I was just about to come and ask you about that. These are time rifts and I need your help to close them. You need my help? Well, I'd love to help in any way I can. But, wait, how exactly can I help you with this specific problem? Use your imagination. Oh, okay. I'm using it. Maybe I could hit the rift with my frying pan, or try and sew it up with my hair. Whoops. Not what I meant. I mean, your imagination is the key to closing the rifts. Really? But how? I think this will go fast if I show you. Why don't you lead me to that rift you saw in the opening? Of course, follow me.
Yay!
Right, I'd say, because I think this is actually where we first met her. Right, okay. Do you see it? It's so odd. Black and whites can be wonderful for sketches, but when the whole aisle starts turning black and white, it's like having a big white canvas and only one colour of paint you can use it. You really do seem like a painter, don't you? I guess I do. That's a pretty painty way to think about it, isn't it? And that's exactly what we need to close this rift. Your creativity, your imagination. I'm not sure I understand. You and I need to make something together, something using your creativity, and then toss it into the rift. The spark's magic runs on imagination. So if we can just do that, we can turn the power of the spark back around and close the rift. Oh, okay, I got it. Only now that you've asked me to think of something creative, all of a sudden I can't think of anything. Okay, so try thinking nonsense until something creative comes out of it. Nonsense, Nonsense like Bep, Dooglong, Glippity, Floppery, Flu. Plop Dinky Razzmatazz. Oh, that's worked. I've got an idea. When Mother had me locked up in my tower once a year, I would look out and see these lights in the distance. I'd love to build some floating lanterns with you. That sounds great. Why don't you start drawing up those designs while I get the stuff we'll need? That sounds perfect. I think I need some tropical wood, bamboo, and rope.
Bye.
So that's... Oh, I've already got it. Right, so all I have to do is just craft it. I need to put some more crafting stations around this aisle. I think it's because I rarely come here that... Right, so here we go, Rapunzel. Oh, these are so beautiful, but there's something missing. We could add some sparkles. That would be pretty, but it's not exactly what I meant. When I say these lights in the sky from my tower, it wasn't just the lights that were magical. It was also the wish I made and held on to them. That makes sense. So why don't we talk to some other villagers to discover what their wishes are? Then we can write their wishes on the lantern before we throw them into the rift. That's perfect, Gordon. Right, well, I'm going to have to do that in the next episode, which I'll get straight on to straight away. So thank you very much for watching this one, and I'll see you in the next episode. Until then, goodbye for now and happy gaming, everybody.